Hey friends, today we're going to be taking a walk. We're here on the Whitewater Canal Trail, which is one of my favorite trails in Indiana. It's a wonderful trail that runs from Laurel to about Brookville, Indiana. Lots of things to see along the trail. It borders Highway 52, as you can see right now. So it does get a little noisy from time to time when you're right by the highway. But we're going to go look at the Pollinator Garden. As you can see, this trail is very shady. It's about 2 o'clock, maybe 2:30 in the afternoon in early July, and it's a little warm out here, but it's quite pleasant here under the trees. This is a great walking trail. Now, there are some places on the trail where it's sunny and you're in a bit of a meadow, and we're going to see one of those in just a second. So we're headed to this meadow, and if you look right down, almost in the center of the screen, you'll see the Pollinator Garden. This garden is amazing. It's done by the Brookville Garden Club. And of course, you know, attracting pollinators is a big part of our ecosystem. It just keeps the whole system healthy and alive. So down to the Pollinator Garden we go. So here we are at the Pollinator Garden. After a short walk from the Yellow Bank trailhead, and I can look in here and see all kinds of bees getting their food. This is just such a beautiful garden. We'll get footage from several different angles here, and we'll get some still photos for you also. This is the Pollinator Garden. On the Whitewater Canal Trail, we are probably 3.5 miles past Metamora, between Metamora and Brookville. Look for the Yellow Bank trailhead. You could park there and take the short walk, probably I guess a quarter of a mile or so to the Pollinator Garden. As we walk around the Pollinator Garden, I've already seen several different species of bees, probably half a dozen different species of butterflies, a couple of moths. This Pollinator Garden is a wildlife haven. It is just really amazing. So if you haven't checked out the Pollinator Garden on the Whitewater Canal Trail, be sure and do that. It is well worth seeing. And there are benches here where you can just sit and relax. You don't have to walk all the way around the trail. Come grab a bench, sit and relax, watch all the wildlife activity. And I am particularly fond of this little section of the trail, which lets you walk literally right through the middle. There's a tiger swallowtail butterfly right up ahead. Don't know if you can see him or her on top of this flower. We'll try. There he is. Like I said, a real haven for wildlife. All kinds of things you can see at the Pollinator Garden on the Whitewater Canal Trail. So the Pollinator Garden is far from the only thing to see on the Whitewater Canal Trail. And I've been fortunate enough to be on a lot of the trails in Indiana. The Cardinal Greenway, of which I was part of the founding board. The Nickel Plate, Pincy, so many more. This holds its own against any of them. You can see the feeder dam up at Laurel. You can see the historic canal town of Metamora. You can see a number of the locks from the Whitewater Canal, which are amazing. So the Whitewater Canal Trail in Franklin County, Indiana, it's a great outdoor activity. Come, bring your bike, bring your walking shoes. You can see deer, beaver, fox, all manner of wildlife. You can be in the shade. It's well worth a visit. Come down and see it. For our visit to the Pollinator Garden today, we parked at the Yellow Bank trailhead. That's about halfway between Metamora and Brookville on Highway 52. We have a number of trailheads on the Whitewater Canal Trail. There's one in Metamora, there's one in Laurel, there's one at the feeder dam. This particular one has a porta pot, so you won't find yourself caught out on the trail and having to duck behind a tree, as does the one in Metamora and some of the others. Really well maintained trail. It's crushed limestone or pea gravel. Easy on your feet. You can bike, you can run, you can walk. Whitewater Canal Trail. Follow them on Facebook. Check out their website. It's an amazing feature right here in Franklin County, Indiana.